So, hello there guys and welcome to the latest episode of 16 Picture. This week is a kind of a special week because the thrift stores reopened here in Belgium. To be honest, I didn't have a lot of time this week, I had a lot of work to do, but I did manage to snag in a few moments to go to the thrift store. First up, if you listen to the podcast, I've shown this already. I won this on the auction site, the thrift store auction site, Playmobil Western Train Steamin' Mary. So I accidentally bid 564 euros and I emailed him like, I just wanted to pay like bid like 65 euros, and they only got my mail after after the auction had ended. But they were graciously and they allowed me to have the train for 61 euros, I believe, which was pretty sweet because this is like a 300 euro train set. As you can see, it's pretty complete. It's only missing the two flagpoles on the front and a minifix. Not the minifix, the clickies as they are called in Playmobil world. But as you can see, it's a lovely train. I have way too much Lego and Playmobil. I'm keeping it because, well, I have a boy and maybe he likes playing with it later on, but I got too much stuff. So this is a train set on eBay. It goes for like 300 euros, so but I just love it too much right now. In the same thrift store I picked up this DuckTales. I think it's a bootleg because nowhere does it say DuckTales. Thermos. So it's to keep your soup warm, which is cool. It was brand new, never used, or at least not used a lot, so I picked it up. I think it was 4 euros. And that same thrift store, I also picked up a tape holder. If you see my videos in my game room, they're on the left side behind me. Yeah, that's that for that thrift store. I was there at 4:30, so I went on quickly to two other thrift stores I normally never go to because I just went to pick up the item that I had won in the auction. In the next thrift store, I picked up this awesome toy rifle. I had this one as a kid. Well, I didn't have this one as a kid, I'm sorry, I wanted to have this one as a kid. But yeah, it was too expensive, I guess, or I only got guns. I did have a plastic M16. I really love toy rifles. They were such a cool toy back in the day. I don't know if they still make these kind of things. But this one was in excellent condition. Paid 250 for it. I believe brand new, this cost back in the day €12.50, if I remember correctly. My wife actually hates these, so I have to hide them in the house because she thinks it's violent. Oh yeah, with the train it also came with a transformer. Yeah, I can use it because I actually still have the trains. Recently my son and I played with some. It was cool. So a friend of mine contacted me and he said, well, I have this one cheap USA SNES, do you want it? I said, sure, how much? 35 cents, deal. I already had a USA SNES, but mine is all yellowed and used. This one looks pretty pristine. And for 35 euros, I guess it's an okay price. I mean, if I would have to import this for the USA, it would be 35 shipping already, so yeah. It's one chip, supposedly they have better graphics, but I really don't see the difference with my two cheap SNES. Sorry guys. And then the last thrift store on Monday I went to, I saw one game. Well, there were several other FIFA soccer games, but one game that piqued my interest. Rapid Racer. And it's like a how do you say this? I believe if you, it's not really made by the guys who made Wipeout, but it looks kind of like Wipeoutish, but then with boats. It also happens to have a really awesome soundtrack. This was late in the store, the 10th of March. So yeah, 7 days before it closed. And then at the register, I saw a stack of Master System games. And then some guy behind the counter said, "Hey Thomas," which is my real name, "those are mine." And I looked up and I recognized the guy. He was a guy I used to work with at a toy store, so that was pretty cool. He was now working at this thrift store. And naturally, because of him, the toy section had no interesting toys, of course, because he's also a toy collector. But the Master System games, they were put out for the Retro Day, but this was the first day they reopened, so yeah, nobody had snagged them up, which is awesome. They weren't too cheap, €5 a pop, but they were in excellent shape, so yeah, for €5, I guess I can do that. Actually, a game I didn't already have, Dynamite Duke. I do have the Mega Drive version, but not the Master System version. Looks in excellent condition, like the manual has not been touched. It looks like a bit of a weird version though, but... Now this game, I'm sure I had it in the past, I'm 100% sure, but my list said only a loose card game, so I picked it up, and lo and behold, in my cabinet there was not a boxed card version of My Hero. So I guess the box is kinda like bent in. Also looking pretty fine on the inside. I guess I overpaid this one a bit because it's really a cheap game, but also pristine condition, so yeah. And then lastly, my list said that I didn't only had a loose copy of this one. I was pretty sure I had a boxed copy, and yeah, of course I had a boxed copy already. And well, the condition is about the same, so this will be up for trade. I also paid $5 for this. So that was it on Monday. On Tuesday, I had to go back to work, so I went to the bins actually. And I did find some, not a great deal of stuff, but I did snagged up some stuff. One of those things was this weapon for the breakdancing Donatello. I already have the figure, not in the best shape, but yeah, just to show it off with the weapon. And the other things, I did a pickup recap in my car, so let's go check it out. Hi guys, welcome to the first thrifting on Friday since, well, I don't know man, since a very long time. So I went to the bins today, you know I love it, and didn't find anything really great. This thing was a little bit frustrating. Konami Justifier with nothing inside, just an empty shell. It's kind of weird though. Who would do that? Who would take out all the tech? But in any case, the gun itself is in good condition, so if I ever find like one that has a broken handle or something, which happens, you do find to tend these type of guns with broken handles, I can fix it. I think this is a weapon from the Turtles. It must be. Who else would make such a thing? So I took it. Toy gun, probably from nothing, but you know. Playmobil foliage. Playmobil roof part. Now this is quite an expensive one. I think you'll pay €5 if you try to buy it like that on eBay. And a Duplo clock for my son. And a cool little skateboard, once again, to play with my son. So in total I paid €1.10 for everything. Not the greatest score, but nothing really terrible either. Catch you guys on the flip side. Back to the studio. So that was it for the bins. On Wednesday I stayed at home, I believe. But yeah, I did another thing, that's right. I posted on there's an app called Hoppler, and that's actually to like help you out your neighbors if you got something to give away for free or whatever. And I posted a message like, I'm looking for old video games, old toys. Sorry. If anybody has some of those, you can maybe earn a little cash during the Corona time. Not a lot of people replied. Some said like, Yeah, I have Xbox 360. I said, yeah, never mind. And others says, go look in the thrift store. I said, yeah, I know that. But one lady said, I have this old Game Boy. Do you want it? And I said, sure. And she showed me a pic. You can see it's missing the screen protector, but it actually works, and it doesn't have any lines on the screen. So that's pretty cool. I asked her which games were included, and she only said like this bootleg cartridges with all the games on. There are a lot of games on here, like 35 or something. I don't know, but a lot of them are Japanese versions, and a lot of them are puzzle games. So you also have to press the button to skip to the next game. So it can take quite a while if you just want to play the last game. Some intro music to Castlevania. But this one will be a perfect candidate for doing a light mod. I have some other shells upstairs that are in better condition, but this screen is alright, so I'll probably swap around a bit. She said I gave her €5 for the Game Boy, which I think was fair. Then on Thursday, I guess, I had a day off, so I visited 2 thrift stores. One in the really close by, Hoboken, and everything was still the same as a couple of days before the Corona crisis. So they didn't update inventory, they didn't add new stuff, they just put markings on the floor. So I didn't pick up anything there. Amazing. But I also went to the cash converters because I'm actually in need of an official PS4 controller. They didn't have any PS4 controllers, but they did have 2 games that I looked forward to playing. And one of them is Armored Core 9-Breaker, €3. It's missing the manual and the disc has some scratches, but this is actually a €20 game on eBay, so pretty sweet for €3. Wish it had the manual, but hey. And this one is also pretty cool. Far Cry Primal for the Xbox One, €7, which looked like a pretty good price to me. I've seen on eBay it goes for around 20, 30, 35 euros, so it's not an expensive game, I guess. Inside is, well, the game naturally. The steel book case, the soundtrack to the game, a map of the world, which, as you can see, nobody ever touched this, so and yeah, phrase book. Yeah, because they talk like Stone Age people. Nachu, Neku, Draba, Bara Bara Boom. Okay, I'll have to learn a language to play this game. Actually, I never played the Far Cry game, but this one kind of seems interesting to me. I like the prehistoric aspect of it, so I don't know, it kind of was a flop, I guess, but it looks kind of cool to me, so that's why I picked it up. And for €7, you can't really not buy it, I guess. So, oh yeah, I forgot this one, where I bought the Master System games. I bought for my wife a copy of Stephen King's Carrie, because she likes to read Stephen King. I thought I had the price here, oops, in there. I actually didn't look. 30 cents it was for the book, so nice! Somebody actually took the time to plastify like the cover, which is nice. I already told you nerd this. I bought a pin on eBay. It was only 70 cents. The shipping was of course more expensive than the pin itself, but it's actually Mario sniffing his butt. I don't know what's the deal with this pin. I guess it's like when he dies, he does his leg in the air. I think they're trying to make that scene, but it really looks like he's just sniffing his butt. So I never buy much on Facebook Marketplace because the deals are always bad, but I saw this guy posting 3 NES games for 20 euros. 2 of the NES games are games I already had. Super common. Sorry guys. Oh, sorry guys. But one game was one I didn't already have. And it's quite not super rare, but rarer than than other games. It's kind of strange. It's like there are 2 versions of these cards. The other one has a different label and it's super cheap, and this one is a bit more expensive. I'm not saying it's super expensive or anything, but it is a bit more expensive. The weird thing is, it says French on the back and Holland on the other side. So I don't know. And it's also a 5 screw. Dun, dun, dun. I don't actually know if this one contains the converter piece or not. I will have to check that out. It also says Bandai, so it must be, because I know Bandai released the NES in certain countries in the beginning, so France I believe, so this must be an early version. And he said you can come and pick it up because it was really close by. It was like 10 minutes with my bicycle. You can come and pick it up for 30 because I have already a lot of offers on this game. I said, dang, well, okay, 30 because these days you don't find NES games in the wild. This one I already have, of course, but it has the Classics logo here. Mine doesn't, so I might have to keep this one. This one I have had like 100 times already, Kung Fu. So I might make a lot. I have some NES doubles and then I have an extra NES because I just recently bought like the in-box NES. So I think I have like 6 NESs now, so one can go. And it's easier just to bundle it up with a NES, a couple of games, and then put a nice price on it. So then it disappears instantly. So the guy was actually a pretty old dude. I think he looked probably older than he was because he was a heavy smoker. But his son was 17 years old and he was collecting retro games. But his dad like really enjoyed the hunt, so he did all the flea marketing, and he was a guy who had to drive all over the country for his work. So he like picks up stashes here and there. So they showed me pictures of their collection, and they had amazing stuff. So pretty sweet. But I'm glad with the Ice Climber, even if I probably overpaid a little bit. Then the next day, so like it wasn't Friday because I didn't do anything on Friday, I went to Oxfam, really close by, and I found this Wwf Board Game. It's complete, as it says here on the box, 100% complete. I'll check inside. It's actually, I don't know if it's actually a fun board game, but the art on it is amazing. Like that's already cool enough for me. And it was just €2. And when I went to the register, like the lady said, I just put these out, so it was like sweet. And at the same thrift store, I found the second comic book album of Alfred Jedokus Kwak. I bought the first one a couple of months ago. It's really sweet. It's a really good Dutch comic book, written by a comic actually. Herman van Veen, a very famous Dutch comedian. Yeah, it's really cool. And then this is a tragic story, real tragic. So on Thursday I was bicycling to work, and in Belgium you have like these underground garages under the houses, and when a house gets sold they empty out the house and they put all the trash on that driveway. And I don't check these kind of things, but I saw like movie-like items and posters, so I biked a bit closer, and I saw it was all pretty old, like VHS tapes. I saw posters, I saw magazines, and I just took one magazine like really quickly because I was actually already too late for work. My phone was ringing constantly, like people needing assistance. So I was like, fuck, I just take this magazine, I go back in the afternoon, and when work is finished, and I can pick up some more like of these ancient goodies. What is this? This is actually a magazine, Black Hawk Film Digest. For you, a catalog to order Super 8 movie reels from January 1980. So this is really old, and the entire drive rail, like on the back, there's that. This is why I picked it up. This was showing, so I just took it from the top of the stack, like with the Jaws commercial. You can buy it on Super 8 or in dia format. Who buys a movie in dia format? And it's only 9 minutes, and it costs you 30 euros, dollars. That's insane. So I went back in the afternoon, and the entire driveway was cleaned out. It was like they probably put it all there the day before, and that day they went to the dump to dump it all, because all the paper was still there, but it was all organized, like put together with ropes around it. I saw that there were like a massive stash of VHS covers, so they probably took it out of the boxes to recycle the paper but throw away the VHS tape. I was like, oh, there probably was a lot of gold in there, but yeah. Luckily for me, otherwise my house would have been full again, but such a shame for all that nice stuff. Damn. Well, that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoy. I picked up a lot of stuff this week. Damn. Sometimes I prefer the Corona crisis, because then I of course I do buy some things online, but I don't buy like an insane amount of stuff like I picked up this week. What the fuck is this? It's like a table's worth full of stuff. So yeah, and actually I go to the thrift store like almost every day, and I mean, you see me pick up these nice things, but mostly it's always the same stuff that's there, you know. So I waste a lot of time doing that. So during the Corona holiday, I played a lot of games. I fixed a lot of things, finished up projects I wanted to for a long time. So it's kind of double, you know. Like now I have this freedom once again, but do I really want it? Well, what do you guys think about it? Do you think it's more fun to be able to go out to the thrift stores, or just to stay inside and play some games and buy some stuff online? It comes to your door, it's super easy. So what do you guys think about it? Please leave a comment down below, and if you like this video, please give me a like. See you guys later. See you guys in the next episode. Bye. Okay, extra bonus content from the last video. Let's open up this Ice Climber 5-screw card and see if there's a Famicom converter on the inside. Nope. It's just the game. Just a European version without a converter. So not all 5-screw games, man, that's difficult for me to say. 5-screw games contain a Famicom converter. Well, see you guys later. Bye.